Yeah.
This ain't no game.
They say no party. This what? What
are you doing?
Anyway,
I was gonna say this isn't no party like a Mario Party. But...
Ain't no party like a Mario Party.
Did Mario Party even come out when this came out?
No.
Yeah. Anyway,
it was in who's the creator?
Miyamoto?
Yeah, Miyamoto. It was in the glimmer of his eye. It was like Mario Party. How can I get friends to hate each other?
But did he create Mario Party?
He created Mario. That's good enough.
Anyway, as you've seen by the title, we watched not the new Mario movie.
We watched a Mario movie that came out in a year that ended with 3.
Crazy.
Yeah, we're trying to get some views off this, so if you could,
it's already too late for that.
It's too late.
It's fine. I'll share it around Facebook and someone will watch it.
No, it's okay. You don't have to share. Oh, so I have a fun fact. It's not really fun, and it's not really a fact, but it's a fun fact. No,
it's a fun story. A little tangent.
It's a little tangent. I want to get into this because I could tell this in any place, but it wouldn't make sense. So this is John. What is it? John Luigi
Leguizamo.
John Lasagna.
No, I was gonna go by what you said. John Luigi Lasagna.
John Luigiamo.
Yeah, John Luigiamo. Yeah, whatever. So I've heard this name numerous times. Blah blah blah. All his tangents that he goes on. Blah. Whatever. And so I always thought that he was Bob Costas.
Hoskins.
Yes. So, unfortunately, Bob passed away, 10 years ago?
I don't know.
10, 15. So, I was just I keep hearing his name. I'm like, damn, this guy's, still alive, whatever. And then, I watched a movie, probably, be a couple months ago. It was called, The Menu. And what in the menu is kind of a horror movie, and there's an actor, so you're on an island with a bunch of other snobby people who are.
It's a restaurant island.
Yeah, a restaurant island about food critics and stuff. Kind of just how everybody takes a picture of food and oh, this is really interesting, this flavor, and this chef is insane. And there's an actor who's washed up. And I didn't get the reference of why of this character, but John. I'm just gonna say John because I'm gonna fuck up his last name. But John's in this movie, and the chef is yeah, I had one day off in 15 years, and I went to see a movie, and it was a terrible movie. And you were the actor, so I thought that was interesting. And then I saw another movie with John. It's called some Christmas movie that it just came out last year.
My favorite Christmas movie, some Christmas movie with John.
I should have looked up the name. I'm but it's got the guy from the Marvel movie
Well, who's not in a Marvel movie?
Exactly. You'll know exactly who it is. But he's the villain in that movie. So interesting fun fact that I didn't know who John Leguizamo was. Oh, the other thing, I thought every time I heard John Leguizamo, I thought it was a guy from not Friends, Full House, Jesse.
Oh,
because I think his name is John something in real life, but so I don't know where else to put it. The first time I ever seen John Leguizamo was in The Menu, and now I get to see where he came from.
I'm sure he came from other places in this.
This is
I'm sure he would
it's oldest movie that at least I know that he was in. So
yeah.
So take that with the wheel. Go tell. Wow. Go tell somebody. Say I got an interesting fact for you, and then watch their face as you're explaining it, and they're like, "Well, this is pretty stupid." But I just want to tell it somewhere because this movie deserves a lot more praise than what it gets. I'm gonna take a stand now. This movie is better than the Mario movie that came out, but I have yet to see the Mario movie, so it is better right now.
It's better by default. The best way.
Something tells me that the new Mario movie is probably going to be a lot more sterile than this. This movie is goofy and all over the place.
I bet you that there's probably I bet you there's not one stripper in that new movie, and that's a total downer right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not saying that I need that to, like, compare the two, but, like, this movie is... It's not good. And, in fact, I'd say it has a lot of issues. It has a lot of pacing issues, editing issues, but it's also legitimately funny and a decent watch. I had a good time.
I liked it until I saw the only part that I really got turned off in this movie is the damn Goombas. Like, they just freaked me out every time that they popped up.
They did their job.
They're not even mushrooms.
I've never been afraid of a Goomba. I've always ran towards the Goomba and say, I'm going to stomp on your head. Those Goombas, I'd be like, I'm going the other way.
Yeah, well, they are like 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Which is interesting. That's a choice. That every Goomba that has been in the first 4 games, because I'm going by what you said. So if there's
me under the bus.
If there's anything that's wrong, it's Jacob over here. So his Twitter account's in below. So just go send him a nice friendly suggestion. But
a suggestion.
Yeah.
I suggest that you're wrong.
Yeah. Anyway. But
all I said is there's only 4 main Mario games at this point.
But I don't think there's been one Goomba that's been over
half a Mario tall.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting is that now, as I'm saying that, I'm thinking of it. When you have small Mario going up to a Goomba, they are about the same height.
Yeah, but Mario was definitely not 7 feet tall.
Yeah, no.
True. Yes, I just thought of that.
There might have been big Goombas in the tiny, huge level in Super Mario World.
Now, you know what? I bet you those Goombas. Now thinking about it, they were sitting on each other.
Goomba towers.
Oh God.
When was that introduced? Was that introduced? I know it wasn't the first game, but
probably
was
like
second game. So.
No,
that's like a 3D thing.
Yeah, that's probably like 3D Land.
Yeah.
I mean, you could stack enemies in Mario Bros. 2, but like they weren't Goombas.
Yeah, because that was based on Doki Doki Panic or something.
Fun fact for people who didn't know that Super Mario Bros. 2 was actually Doki Doki Panic in Japan.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was some festival game, and then they reskinned it for... Because there was a Mario 2,
and it was bad.
Apparently it was not good. So instead we got a repackaged Mario 2, which I personally think has better music than mainline Mario.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So this movie is batshit insane sometimes.
It's batshit insane partially because the plot is on crack. The plot is on meth, and it is going at 1,000 miles per hour, and if you can't keep up, that's too fucking bad. It's just gonna move, and it's gonna keep moving.
I would say the first half isn't too bad. I'd say towards the middle half to the end, that's where it, like, you know, like you said something, and I was like, yeah, you're right. You know, I don't.
They gotta turn up the speed.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Like,
there's just a lot of points where it feels like a lot of scenes were cut from this movie, and I obviously have no way of confirming that, but it just feels like there's just gaps of logical through lines where it's like, if you'd included a scene here to like connect these two scenes together, it'd feel a little bit more natural. But it just seems like they wanted to get the Mario Brothers into the Mushroom Kingdom as fucking fast as they possibly could.
Yeah, just like the games.
Where they do it at the beginning, so what does that matter?
Exactly.
I think the only one that had them go anywhere, and I think it was from the Mushroom Kingdom to another place, was like 3D World.
Yeah, and that was definitely before this game.
Anyway.
Or movie.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know.
You're the guider, so whenever
I don't know if are we doing a plot recap of this, or
we should have talked about it before we start recording.
Or are we just gonna just talk about it?
I'm pretty sure after my story, everybody's gone anyway. So
because I mean, I don't really think we need. Well, I was gonna say I don't really think we need to do a plot recap of a 30-year-old movie, but we did Godzilla, and that's like a 70-year-old movie. So,
no,
and we did the Dracula movies, which is like
from the 30s.
30s, so
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind like creating just a small synopsis of what the movie is about. I don't feel like we need to go through it beat by beat.
Here's my. I'm gonna go off the top of my head. So, it's gonna sound stupid because if anybody's listening to Just Opinion Movie Review, you'll understand why I hate doing it by myself. But here we go. Mother has egg.
Oh, I forgot about that! Oh my god!
No, just keep explaining it like this. Just like as few words as possible.
All right. So
Totally
mother has egg. She goes through tunnel, drops egg at Nun's house.
Nun's house.
No, keep going. Just go.
All right. Nuns come out. They look at egg.
Egg hatch.
Egg hatches.
Do sign of cross. It's human.
There's a big, they're like, oh, praise the Lord,
20 years later.
No, wait. A general man captures lady. Lady says Koopa. End scene.
Yeah.
Oh god, we even forgot the initial premise that 65 million years ago an asteroid hit meteor hit Brooklyn and split the universe in two.
Yeah, and they had poorly animated dinosaurs from Mario.
Mario Paint.
Yes.
I don't know if Phil will remember this or if he'll remember it, but since I'm thinking of it now, Phil, please give your excellent observation on the electric cars.
Oh, right. So the cars in this universe basically operate like go-karts do, where they have like this...
I was thinking bumper cars.
Because
go-karts...
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of bumper cars. They have this thing that goes up to like this grid of wires, and it's clear that they're supposed to be electrically powered, and I've been thinking about it for a bit. I'm like, oh, right. This universe, in a simplified sense, would not have oil because the dinosaurs didn't all die out. I mean, they still would have died, but they didn't die all at once, technically, in this universe. So they don't have oil, so they can't run their cars on gas.
I thought that was a pretty interesting observation.
There is some intelligence.
I haven't watched every single person's review of Mario movie, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say none of them have ever mentioned that. So we're the first.
No, I bet someone picked up on it.
And if you have a problem with that, go. Phil's Twitter is underneath. Go give him a suggestion.
Yeah, I've got like 13 followers. Yeah, do that.
He needs more. He needs to get to 69.
I mean, if you want to do that, do that.
Okay, so anyway, lady in tunnel dies.
Koopa.
And then 20 years later, there's a dig site. There's this guy named Scapelli. He's badman. He's stealing the Mario Bros. Jobs. And they find bones in Brooklyn. They're like, we gotta like get the university out here so they can dig a hole and.
We need to dig up all these dinosaur bones because science.
Anyway, Luigi meets Egg Girl and falls in love. She falls in love with him because he gave her like a dime to use the cell phone or the pay phone. Mm-hmm. And then they go on a date.
Which Mario kind of facilitates it.
It's pretty entertaining.
Mario's like, ask her on a date. Ask her for dinner. One time.
Mario's girlfriend gets kidnapped by the most incompetent goons who come back and then kidnap Egg Girl.
They are the most goons that have ever gooned. They are aces. I love those two. They're wonderful.
Anyway, so they follow them down the dig site, which is the portal to the Mushroom Kingdom. And now they're there. It took like 20 minutes to get there.
Oh, I want to mention, I think one of my favorite lines out of the two goons was when one of them was going to grab Daisy. Daisy's the
Egg Girl.
The lady. And he hits a pane of glass that they're carrying out. And then he goes back to his cousin and is like, she got away.
I missed.
Anyway, yeah, the Mushroom Kingdom is Brooklyn, but super gross and covered in fungus.
And dinosaurs.
All the people are lizards, technically. But there also are dinosaurs.
Anyway, so Daisy's necklace gets separated from her, and it's like a big rock, and it turns out to be meteorite shard.
Yep.
And then the Mario Bros have it, but then they get mugged by an old lady who gets thrown into a dumpster by an even larger lady.
By Birdo. Well, it's Bertha, but yeah, it's Birdo.
And she takes the shard, jumps away with her rocket boots.
Jumpers.
And then the Mario Bros. Get arrested, along with Toad.
Yeah, because Toad's singing anti-government songs, and they can't have that.
So Toad gets de-evolved.
Into a Goomba.
Yeah, and it's horrifying.
That it is. They give him they give him a harmonica though, which is nice.
Yeah, they let him keep it.
I think that was sick. I think the only reason why he got the harmonica was to distinguish him between all the other ones.
Yeah, 100%.
But the best part is that when every time he comes in, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's nobody's head in that thing, but you can always hear the like you can hear him breathing into it. Because I think when he got lit on fire later on, he's like.
So the Mario Brothers escape. There's a chase scene. They steal a car. They go through a tunnel, and they end up in the desert.
Yeah, the desert.
Yeah, because everywhere that's not Dinosaur Brooklyn is desert.
It's a thing.
The goons they get evolved to be smarter. And then they go out to the desert and they're still idiots.
Yeah, somehow.
They just talk more long-windedly.
I was gonna say, they use bigger words. They word gooder.
Yeah. Anyway, they decide to team up because... reasons. Mutual interests, I guess. And they return back to town.
Okay, well, because Bowser said, or King Koopa said that if you don't come back with this
don't come back with the rock, I kill you.
Yeah, so they're like, actually, you know what? We'll work with you. You want the girl, we want the rock. Kill two birds with one stone. Just hopefully it's not us.
So the rock, the Mario Brothers go back to the club where Big Bertha works, and Mario uses his pickpocketing skills
and dancing.
And his charm to steal it. And her heart.
Yes.
And
they jump out of windows wearing milk crates.
Yeah, they use the milk crates to protect their heads.
So, yeah.
Okay, did you explain that Birdo fell in love with Mario?
Yeah, I said he stole her heart.
Yep.
Okay.
And the police get called there too, because the club manager is like, or the check-in person's like, oh yeah, no, there's plumbers here.
Mm-hmm.
Send the police. They're gonna fix my pipes.
You know what's funny when that scene popped up, with the wanted sign in the place? I thought she was gonna miss it.
Yeah.
The way she just kept walking, I was like, oh, she's gonna miss it, and then not she called, but.
Yeah, and then they jump in the back of dump truck.
Yeah, and then they go back to Koopa Tower.
They turn off the heat.
Yeah.
For reasons.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Also, Koopa's henchman gets the rock around that time. The meteor shard.
I think this is the part where I was saying that
where things just kind of start happening really fast.
And I'm like, I don't really know what
characters start betraying each other.
Yeah, because the two cousins they're talking about overthrowing Koopa at the club, and thus they get arrested and they're sentenced to death. And Lena, who's King Koopa's right hand, I guess, she's like, I want to do the conquering for me, and goes to kill Daisy and Yoshi, who's a fucking Agumon looking motherfucker, nibbles on her foot for a bit.
Then he gets stabbed.
Yeah, it's really sad.
No, it's not. It's really sad that he survives. Anyway. Things go down, people get the rock, people lose the rock, and then Mario fights Bowser. And then the movie ends.
Yeah, the Lena has the stone, and she goes to where the meteorite hit, and she puts the stone in there, but she gets blasted into the wall and turns into a skeleton.
And Luigi's like, oh man, somebody died. She makes an impression.
Yeah, a terrible one-liner is said, and every character reacts as they should. With embarrassment and shame.
And this is where the world starts to... Even though she died, Lena died, the worlds are starting to come together now because there's
selectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koopa, Mario, and 3 Goombas.
Yeah.
Sent to our world.
And then they devolve Scapelli into a chimpanzee.
Yeah, and everybody starts laughing. They're like, ha ha! It's like, first of all, people, do you not see that if you look around, there's like 3 things with like tiny heads? First of all, that's creepy.
It's fine. The ladies came back to tell everyone about the thing, and for whatever reason, everyone was believing them, which I assume was further reinforced when lizard people showed up.
There's also a line. I want to say this. Now that you said ladies, you reminded me that I really hope that I heard it right. But Luigi's helping save these girls that were kidnapped. I swear to God, he says, "Come this way, whores."
I doubt that.
I hope he said it. I just want to.
But
I mean, there's an ass shot in this movie in a thong, so I mean, anything's possible.
I mean, you're not wrong. They really
and there's a boob shot where
get
Mario goes like down right the boobs. He's like, well,
because he's trying to get to the stone or whatever. They really.
Oh yeah, he's trying to get to the stone.
Anyway,
it was like moving on.
it's
pivot. Pivot!
It is what it is. So yeah, the Mario and Koopa momentarily come into the real world. Shenanigans ensue. They come back. A bomb was used,
bomb,
and it has Reeboks.
If you want to know how small this bomb is,
it's a Christmas tree ornament.
Yes.
I was gonna say, go into your local Walmart, go into the checkout aisles,
and buy one,
and look down, and there's usually a bunch of Mario figures, a bunch of princesses. And it's sometimes a little bomb. It's about that size.
Yeah, it's
a wind-up toy too.
It's kind of absurd.
But everybody can see this thing. This guy's driving on the interstate. I mean, I don't. He's not interstate, but on the road.
Yeah.
And this thing's like about the size of take your.
It's a golf ball.
Well, yeah, golf ball. I was gonna say take your finger and your thumb and put it together.
Yeah.
It's about that size, and this guy's like, oh my God, it's my bomb.
Well, I mean it. I'll be honest. I don't know why people were so afraid of it. It seems a very localized explosion.
I know, right?
But like if you drive over it, that's going to explode into your car.
Yeah, that is a bad time. But don't worry, there's no oil.
It's fine. Whatever.
Anyway, the Mario brothers, who I was not prepared for their last names to both be Mario. That was really dumb.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. That's
because that's where the meme comes from.
It's pretty
the
stupid.
Luigi Mario.
I haven't seen that meme. I don't.
Really?
He's not the meme boy of our group.
I am not.
That is true.
Anyway, they come
Fake
back
Aaron
with their devolving super scopes, and they devolve King Koopa into a miniature T-Rex, and
then they devolve him further into goo.
Well, Flubber.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
you said it.
I did say it.
He was Flubber, but then
he was also goo and gross. And then the Mushroom King is like, I'm back
for no reason. Just yeah.
Mushroom King got turned into a big mushroom that grew around town, and gave them bombs, or attempted to give them bombs,
and saved their car.
And Luigi's one line: trust the fungus.
Trust the fungus.
Which led to an epidemic of magic mushrooms.
Which led to The Last of Us.
Awkward. But yeah, they defeat it, and Daisy, I almost said Peach. Daisy is like, I gotta stay, because I'm a dinosaur. Fun fact, Daisy's a dinosaur.
Is she a dinosaur or is she fungus?
She's a dinosaur lady. No, he got devolved into fungus because that's further down the evolution chain, technically. By this,
is that okay? Sure,
why not?
I'm lost now. I didn't know that.
If it doesn't matter,
I thought there was the fungus people and I thought there was the lizard people.
No, everyone in the split timeline descended from dinosaurs. All the higher creatures, the humans, they're technically lizard people.
Anyway.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
3 weeks later, Daisy comes back with a gun, and everybody's just like, "Yeah, what's going on? We believe you, whatever."
Yeah, we gotta do something, even though Bowser's literally dead.
Yeah, we gotta deal with Wart now.
Well, Peach
He's invaded from the Subcon world.
Okay.
It's Super Mario Bros. 2.
I'm pretty sure.
The Japanese one, or
no, Doki Doki Panic.
Okay, well that's. Anyway.
No, it's the sun. Isn't the sun in number 2? Or number 3?
What?
You talking about the Koopalings?
No, the sun.
Bowser Jr.?
No, the sun, like the sun.
Angry sun?
You're in the desert, and the sun just is like, I gotta pelt you for no fucking reason.
Yeah, but why is that the main villain?
Why is it not?
Look,
we're fighting the sun now.
Are you talking about Phanto, the mask?
No.
That flies around?
No. He's not talking about something from Mario 2. He's talking about the angry sun that attacks you in Mario.
I think it's on the
levels.
Game Boy one. Where we're playing, and then like you're.
How do you not know about the angry sun? Everyone knows.
I'm just trying to figure out which angry sun you're talking about.
The angry sun, not the one that turns into a mask.
Jam just you know, you can't see the listeners, but he just like went like this, and he looked up. He's like, "Motherfuckers, I'm trying to figure out which sun," and you're just.
If I type up Mario Angry Sun, it better be the one you guys are talking about.
I mean, I don't... the problem is that I don't think we completely understand which one we're talking about, but I'm 90% sure it's not the mask.
Sun.
Are we talking about this fucking sun?
I don't. It doesn't look like
Let me
that.
look.
This one?
That's not
the one in the one up. Yeah, the one in the
maybe,
top.
Maybe it is
the one
mask.
in the top right corner. That sun.
It's something that chases you and you can't kill it.
See, because that sounds like Phanto you guys are talking about.
Let me see.
That's Phanto?
Let me see.
I mean,
you can kill Phanto, but...
Oh, well, this one you can't kill.
Okay, well, I don't know what's going on. I just know of the angry sun that goes after you. I don't know anything else about it, so I can't be like...
Because it, like, chases you from it's not scene to scene, but from...
Like this.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Okay, but why is he the villain now?
Why is he not the villain?
He's been in two games.
These are people who don't know anything about Mario. Why can't he be the villain?
Because he's too obscure to even pull from.
Listen, I'm just going to say this. We're going to get a little political. Donald Trump looked at the sun and was blinded. Now Donald Trump hates the sun.
Fucker's the sun is only in 2 worlds.
Because guess what? We killed the sun after that. We're like, son, you're going to attack us?
And I'm sure you could probably kill it.
I didn't pick a side on the kill or no kill because I don't know enough about Mario.
There's a game that, since we're talking about the sun, there's like multiple apocalypses that happen in this game. And one of them is the sun just leaves. The sun sends a text to the human saying, hey, I like your guys' survival thing. You know, you guys made me want to do my own survival thing and hang out with my own type of people. So I'm leaving. You know, and I just want you to know, it's not you, it's me. So bye now. And the sun leaves and the earth turns into ice. That's why he's the villain of Super Mario Bros. 2.
That game you're talking about came out like two and a half decades after this fucking movie.
It's fine. Anyway.
Well, he really wanted to be the son to be the villain, and he's like, I can't believe they never did. Nobody's even listening to this part.
Yeah.
Our statistics show after 30 seconds, people click off. They're like, how do I keep getting hoisted by these motherfuckers? Stop changing their profile picture.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, so...
And then there's a post-credit scene where the goons are getting their own game.
Yeah, the Koopa brothers.
Koopa cousins.
Whatever.
I could Google this, but I like to ask people. Has there ever been a game starring the kids or the
Koopalings?
the villains or something?
Like a game where the Koopalings are like the main character?
Yeah.
Like protagonist wise?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
That's what I thought.
No, because the Koopalings got to be in like 3 or 4 games back in like after they got announced, and then they disappeared for like 20 years.
Yeah.
And then they just started getting injected back into games.
Bowser Jr. was the only one that really mattered.
Were they re-injected from Smash Bros, or was it actually were they in the game?
New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I believe, is when they first came back.
Okay, and then that's when they put in the Wii U version of Smash Bros.
Yeah, and then they got put in as alt skins for Bowser Jr.
Mm.
Hey, if you got any suggestions for me, my Twitter link's in the thing below. So if you want to recommend me any games that are fun, just do some suggestions below.
Okay, so...
I'm sorry, it's just like, you were just getting done with like, nobody watches this far. And now it's like, if you got suggestions for me, man, anyway, I guess if we want to wrap this up, I would say, if you're not a Mario super fan, like like me, I don't really care about Mario.
Gas. I've seen you play all the Mario games though.
No,
Every single one of them, even
no.
the spin-offs. Mario
I've been
Teach
to your
is typing.
I've been to your apartment.
Mario's
you
Time
you have
Machine.
Mario's mask on your wall. You have a Princess Peach with a peach. Gotta keep it PG over here.
What? Anyway.
Your wallpaper's Angry Sons.
Anyway,
sorry, there's a podcast. But you keep saying it, there's a podcast that's called the CU podcast.
Are we promoting other people now?
Well, they don't do videos anymore. But Tommy Tallarico, he goes anyway. So every time you go anyway, I just hear that coming out of your mouth. And I go anyway. Okay.
Anyway,
I would say I had to resist saying it. So
don't worry, nobody's listening at this point.
I know. It's
feels like I want to finish my fucking sentence.
No.
Let me finish. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk out, and I'm gonna come back, sit down. And if you guys are still talking, I'm gonna get up and walk out until I can finish my sentence. Anyway.
So if you're not really a Mario super fan, you can put aside like love or you can put aside your love and adoration for this franchise. I really do think this movie is just a goofy, fun, turn your brain off, sit down, watch it. You'll get some good laughs out of it.
Are you telling me this movie broke the video game movie adaptation curse?
No.
Oh.
It's a bad. It's not a good movie.
Let me tell you what.
It's fun. It's a fun watch if you just want to like have that street cred of like I watched the Mario movie,
and what kind of street cred is that?
And well, I'm just saying like the way people talk about it.
Are you telling me I'm gonna get a shirt that says I watched the Mario movie and all I got was this stupid shirt?
No, I'm just saying that like the way people talk about this, it's like it's somehow like an apocalyptic end scenario for Mario as a franchise, and it's like, no, it's just not faithful to the source material, but in a way that it's kind of its own thing, and I don't mind that.
This is one of the few things in Mario that isn't canon.
That's fine.
Everything else is, not this.
All right. Here's my thoughts. You're in the store, and you can either choose between, because somebody didn't think about this, they put Mario next to Monster Hunter, the 2020 film. And you're sitting there deciding, do I want to watch a 93 film? I don't like old movies. This movie, the cover looks terrible. And you're looking at Monster movie, it's like, go with the Mario movie.
Yeah.
Just to say, that Monster Hunter movie, boring as fuck. And I never got bored with this movie. Now, however, if you are going to watch this movie, and you're only going to watch this movie, you either have a couple reasons. One, you want to know the history of Mario, which you won't learn here. Or two, you want to make content on this video, which what we're doing. That's the only reason I watched this movie, was because I was like, you know what? I've never seen this movie. I've heard this movie's bad. Oh, we're going to make a video of it? Fine. That's why I watched it.
Giving away our trade secrets.
Hey, nobody's listening at this point. If you're listening at this point,
I want somebody to comment.
The fake Aaron has a Twitter. Comment
our
below.
channel cryptid.
Give him some suggestions on movies he should watch.
Yeah, he'll totally listen.
All right, Jay. No, he's just gonna get tweeted. He's like, why do these people keep suggesting me movies to watch?
I don't know. I think this movie's fine. Like, I don't think it's as bad as everybody says. It's definitely not good.
No.
But, like, you could get some popcorn and watch this, and it'll be fine. You won't die.
Bring some friends. Don't watch this by yourself. This is not a movie that you want to dedicate 100% of your brain power to, because you'll short circuit. It's a fun thing to point and laugh at, and sometimes legitimately laugh at when they do make jokes that are actually funny, but mostly just point and laugh at. So
9 out of 10. Game of the year. We'll see y'all later.
Wait. We'll see you in a couple months when we review the
real Mario
movie, the 500 million plus movie, and we'll debate which one is better.
I mean,
spoilers. It's this one. Goodbye.